You just went outside. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Jeez. These doggies today, they're gonna do a lot of pee-pees. Okay, hello, beautiful people. So I thought I would go live, and first I don't know if anybody's gonna show up because it's a Monday, but I figured like a lot of people. Hello, Vanita. Yeah, like a lot of people are out of work and different things right now, so I thought, you know what? Maybe some people will be here. How can we fix the lighting? Bring this better. We'll get there, kids. We'll get there. Yes, you may. Before I get into the readings, I wanted to just give some thoughts on coronavirus, COVID-19, what has everyone freaking out. Really just like my personal opinions. So I feel that this is like God, the universe, just like really forcing us all into hermit mode, like the whole planet is having a big tower moment, and it's because we weren't listening. There's too many people not listening to God, the universe, their divine purpose, and following their path and their intuition to lead them to where they're meant to be. So what God's doing right now is like putting us all in this forced vacay where people really have time. You have to just sit and think and be with your family, and it's going to help everyone realize what's important in life. And COVID-19, that's funny. And just like reassess where your life's heading, like the path that you're currently on. Personally, what I think is going to happen is all these people who have a traditional like office job, 9 to 5, or just anybody who's like working for the man, you will have been given this time where you can work from home, and you're going to realize, one, how much more productive you can be, two, how much more enjoyable it is to get your work done, and three, go back to an office. And so it's gonna like really get those wheels turning and just cause this entire upheaval. And I, for one, am super fucking excited for it. It's about damn time. I've been waiting for this. I mean, I didn't know it was going to come in this form, but I've been feeling it coming for a while. And so I'm just super grateful that it's here. My personal belief is that by March 23rd, which I know is only about like a week away, I think things are going to start to calm down and everyone will like get their shit together again. And this will all eventually be a distant memory. We've survived worse as a planet. We've survived, we'll be fine. Everyone will be fine. Just don't be dumb, don't think, really, honestly, do not go out unless you absolutely have to. And it's not just for your safety. It's because you could unknowingly become infected and then infect somebody else that could be harmed by it. And so it's just like a social consciousness that we're all having to do is really think about our neighbor and what they're doing in a time of need. Now, I have a very unique situation because I happen to travel full time. So our plans have definitely had to be rearranged a little bit with everything going on. But still, I'm not worried. I know God's got me. I've got probably more faith, and I'm the calmest person of anyone I know with everything going on right now. I'm just, sitting back and allowing, really getting into that yin energy and watching it flow. So, okay, kids, I'm going to start making the list now. I haven't made a list yet. I don't think any of my moderators are in here, so I don't think it'll be that busy because it is like a Monday afternoon, but like I said, maybe people have work. Okay, so Vanita will be number 1. Vanita. Hi, Jay Kai. I'm fabulous. How are you? Are you still in here? Did you want a reading? Wait, okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you're new to my lives, you have to request that you want a reading. Obviously, please say hello first. Don't just pop in and be like, oh, can I have a reading? But yeah, so I'm just going to go down here and write the names of. So Jay Kai, I'm assuming Jay Kai wants one because, I know them. I'm just gonna. Thanks, Valentina. Yes, there's a list. I'm starting it right now, so you will be number 3, Valentina. So what I do is I make my list in chunks of 10, especially when I don't have a moderator, because I never know how long each reading will be. And so, you know, after it says he's low too, we haven't been talking since like 6 and 7. Okay, so Vanita, that's the other thing about my readings is I don't take requests because I feel that when we ask a question, that's our ego trying to control the narrative. So I only do general readings. I let God, the universe, tell me what needs to be said. J-Ka. Okay, J-Ka. See, I do my best, J-Ka. But yeah, so Vanita, you will be first once I get my list going here. Donata. Okay. I already have Vanita. Got J-Ka. Valentina, yes. Donna. Okay, so I think, okay. All right, so we've just got the 4 of y'alls to start, but I'll do at least 10. I mean, I normally go live on, I'm trying to figure out the lighting, guys, sorry. I normally go live on Thursday nights, but I just really felt for whatever reason like I needed to protect my energy then, so I didn't go live. So this is, hello, Scorpio, welcome. Did you want a reading? I can add you to the list before I get going here. Yeah, so this is probably the only live reading I'm going to do for the week, depending on our travel schedule, because we're on Vancouver Island right now. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, I travel the world full time with my 3-year-old daughter. She may pop in a minute, but okay, I'll put Scorpio on my list, but Tony, you can be added too. Okay, so we got Scorpio, then Tony. Good morning, Kyla. Welcome. Did you want a reading? You would be number 7 if you do, Kyla. Okay, so I'll put Kyla down. She'll tell me if not. Like you have to get pushed to the back of the list because I just have to really honor the people that stay in and want a reading. Okay, so Kyla, Alyssa, and then was there Elisa? Sorry. Yonsei. People right now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go down the list real quick and tell everyone their number. So if you did need to pop out real quick, maybe you could come in and just check with everyone what number I'm on. But honestly, I don't recommend it because it's not like everyone's reading is like, yes. It's not like everyone's reading is guaranteed a certain amount of time or a certain like length or whatever. Everyone gets at least 3 cards, but the message varies in time and length. So, all right, the list as it stands right now is number 1, Vanita, number 2, J-Ka, number 3, Valentina. Just real quick on that, J-Ka, I don't even do like general love readings. Like if love comes up in your reading, awesome, that's fabulous. But it's like I don't even ask for a topic. I just tell you what you need to know because typically what everyone wants to know about is like love and money. But usually there's things that need to be addressed before you can achieve the desired results in those 2 areas. So I really focus on healing and what can help you get those things that you want. So anyways, back to the list. Vanita, J-Ka, Valentina, number 3, number 4, Donatelle, number 5, Scorpio, number 6, Tony, 7, Kyla, 8, Alyssa, 9, Yonsei, 111. And I guess that's it then. There's only 6 people in here, so maybe some people already popped out. I don't know. At least that's what it's showing for me. So let's get going, kids. We've been chatting now for about 9 minutes. Yes? You're hungry? What are you hungry for? Just gave her snack. Did you finish your raisins? You can have some oranges. What? You ate up all the raisins? Well, you could have some popcorn or you could have some oranges. What do you want? Okay, I'll get you a little bowl of popcorn. You got to go at the table. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. You got to be at the table with popcorn, baby. It's too messy. I just gave her a snack. She just ate a bunch of raisins. So I did not know that she would be needing another snack. All right, that's the last of the popcorn. Okay, don't do a big mess. You have your water if you need it? Oh, it's up here. Let me get it for you. Okay, guys, sorry. Real quick, almost done with the popcorn. Don't you choking. Do good chewing. Okay. I knew she was going to say popcorn. Yeah, of course, popcorn and oranges. They're the good little cutie oranges, though. Those things are actually pretty sweet. Okay, so let's get started. Vanita, are you here? Just yeah, you're still here. Okay, time for Vanita now. Vanita. Oh, I actually just got this new deck. Well, I got it before I left Edmonton. I just haven't used it much, but it's from Colette Baron Reed, and it's the Spirit Animal Oracle. It's a pretty popular deck. I just didn't own it yet, but I do now, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna. Well, as always, I just intuitively choose the deck that speaks to me for each person. But okay, here's that. So Vanita has 2 cards from that one, and then a fairy card. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Hello, Diva. Welcome. Welcome. Afternoon. It's like 11 here. Diva, if you want a reading, you could be number 10 on my current list. And then after that, I close the list until I get through these 10. So, okay, Vanita, you got Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries, which makes so much sense considering the times we are living in right now. You got Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Stag Spirit, take the lead. Wish, and then from the, like, you got 5 cards that flew out for you, but from the Fairy Oracle, Wish Wisely, and Tree Wisdom. So, I mean, Vanita, this is kind of a great way to start off all the readings today. I very much feel that you're like a spiritual leader in your family, and you're probably surrounded by a lot of chaos and turmoil and just fear right now of people who are going crazy. Okay, yeah, wait, let me sorry guys, I don't have my mods in here today. So right now, I mean, they might pop in at some point, but right now I'm just having to like balance it all. So Pink, I will put you on the list. You're number 11, but you guys, if you could do me a favor, anyone else who pops in, tell them that the list is closed for now until I get through this set of 10, or well, now 11 with Pink on there. But so yeah, just bear with me as I try to, it's so much harder or so much easier when I got the mods in here. Love them. But okay, so anyways, Vanita, yeah, you just like, I get the feeling that everyone around you is kind of like freaking out. And I don't want to say for no reason. I really don't want to negate the severity of the situation, but people are just blowing it so much more out of proportion than it is. And the way that you can really help yourself stay grounded is by getting out in nature. And yes, being in nature can still be a part of social distancing. Like my daughter, we went to, oh, Katia, I'm sorry, the list is closed for now, but when I get through this section, then I'll be making another one. I do it in like chunks of 10, so your mom bought like hella Clorox. Yeah, like, you know, love everybody to death, but honestly, the things that we're supposed to be doing right now are things that the universe wants us to do all the time. Work less, obviously, like wash our hands, you know, that's just like something that's necessary, but yeah, no, and there's nothing wrong. Like everyone should be praying, but what we shouldn't be doing is panicking, you know, because it makes me think of that AA prayer, like accept the things you cannot change, have the courage to change the things you can, and then the wisdom to know the difference. And it's like, we cannot change what is happening right now. This is happening. This is the universe's tower moment. Like it's happening. There's no way to prevent it. And then what always comes after the tower, though? You know, it's like the phoenix from the ashes. We will rise again after. But right now, we all got to be in this hermit mode. So, Vanita, you need to get your ass out in nature and really ground yourself. And you like this is like how you got take the lead. I just really feel like this is an important time for you to kind of like be the leader of your family and keep everyone calm amongst the chaos, because it's not going to do anything but make things worse worse when people are like having an energy in them of fear and panic. You know, that's actually the opposite of what we need, because what we need is healing, and healing comes from light and love. So instead of focusing on everything that could go wrong, let's just change our perspective and think about everything that could go right. Like, oh my goodness, I get to spend all this time with my family, you know, or, oh, thank God I'm getting, you know, like to take time off work and just really like focus on myself. So Vanita, I hope you found that helpful. It's just kind of funny to me that, I mean, not funny because it is, it's just the current energy we're in. I didn't really expect, you know, the first reading to be about everything like that. But, you know, it's just the current energy. This too shall pass. We all don't need to freak out so much. Okay, next is Jeka. Positive for life. I'm not adding new names until I get through the current list I have. Right now I'm on 2 out of 11. So you're welcome to hang out because maybe you'll hear something that's for you too, or you can just pop back in and check and see where we're at. But yeah, I intentionally don't make a new list while I'm working through a chunk because so many people leave then and then come back and it just gets all out of order. So, okay, Jeka is here. So let's do Jeka. It's not Asia TV. The list isn't closed. It's just closed for now. Like I'll probably do another chunk, but I only make a list of 10 at a time. So as of right now, this list is closed. If my mods were here, they could put you on a new list right now, but I'm not doing a running list while I keep this one going because it's just too much. Sorry guys, love you, but I'm not trying to confuse myself. So Jeka, ooh, you got, well, let me pull the other cards for you too. Interesting. Everybody, the fairies and the animals are the most active today. Not just for y'all, like for this set, but when I read myself and clients, it's just like, it makes so much sense that the nature cards are just really calling to us right now. Wow. Okay. Jeka, you had 6 cards fly out for you. So from the Spirit Animal Oracle, you got Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Moth Spirit, surrender now. Oh my God, this is another, like, this is just such a perfect time to do readings for people, I think, while we are on like a pretty international lockdown. Because this is exactly what I was saying, Jeka, about how the universe is forcing us to reassess the current path we're on so we can get in line with our purpose. Because what I'm feeling from this is like, you have a dream, but you're not following it right now out of fear, largely so. But like, you know, that's why the universe is creating this sort of sense of panic amongst people and it's really bringing out everyone's true colors and going to force us to see what we're capable of. So you also got moderation, celebration, life energy. Ooh, what's this one say? The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything to the shadows that needs to be healed. Okay, so that's definitely talking about your fear from living your dreams. And moon energy. My God, Jeka, I'm feeling like some very healing vibes from this. Like you have a spiritual gift that you could make a career out of, but you just can't see this sort of light at the end of the tunnel, so you haven't really been actively pursuing it enough. But you know, everything has to start from somewhere. So maybe you do it as a little hobby first, and then it becomes a business. Hi, Laura, welcome. But you have to get out of the fear and just surrender. You know, that's exactly what's happening around the entire planet right now is we're being forced to surrender to everything. So we can spin this new web for ourselves, like the web that we want to live on, the hill that we want to die on, instead of these mundane, ordinary lives when we all know we were born and made for extraordinary things. But we just have to stop playing small. And when you figure out how to balance this healing energy, like your spiritual gifts, into this new life, you'll be there. Like there will be reason to celebrate. You have nothing to fear. So just really take this time to make a plan for yourself. And like I just said, it could start as a hobby, but then it grows into something. Hi, I am Shamaya Camille. Welcome. So yeah, just really sit down. I think you need to do a lot of journaling here because there's something that the cards aren't showing me that they're going to show, like the spirit guides are going to show you when you do your journaling. There's like a key element missing. Let me clarify it. Yeah. Oh, your spiritual gift. Well, that could be the key element missing here. So let me try and figure that out for you. Oh, I'll do this different deck actually, because this is a self-care deck. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm actually not even that cool enough to know who this shirt is like really about. My 16-year-old sister gave it to me, and I was like, okay, who is this? Yes, baby. Yeah, so she had to explain to me all about Teddy Fresh, but I like the shirt. I thought it was cool. I was literally looking at my pen and journal. Oh my gosh, yes, Eliza. That's what I like to hear, people. Everybody, take notes. Okay, so Jacob, let's see. I pulled some clarifiers for you. Sweet treat, interesting, energy work. So here's the thing, your spiritual gift doesn't always have to be like Reiki or tarot or something like that. Like if you have a gift in the kitchen, I mean, specifically around baking, like that is baking and like just feeding somebody is a very healing spiritual gift. I get my punana sugared, like waxing, you know, and that's healing for your root chakra. Like there's so many different fields of healing that you can go into. It doesn't have to like say spiritual in the title. So I just, you know, mostly what I'm feeling from this is I wouldn't negate any talents or passions you have that are outside of a spiritual sense, because just because you can't see how that's a spiritual gift, it doesn't mean that it's not, you know, you just might not be able to see it yet, how much you can help people. So Jacob, yeah, that's what you need to be journaling about. Just seriously sit down, ask yourself, what is my gift? What is my spiritual gift? What is my purpose? You know, these are all, you do love baking. See, perfect. Like how crazy, like what if you made, like you started cookies and then you put like positive quotes on them? Like, you know, you just start an Instagram page with like baking, like your baking goods. It is so wild what, you know, there's so many different things. And it was just 2-2-2-2 when I said that. Like there's so many opportunities to create and turn that into a business for yourself, so you don't have to be working for the man. Oh, wow. Okay, so I am Shamaya Camille, and SC. Anyone who just popped in, there is a list, but it's closed for now until I get through this part of it. So when I reopen the list, I will go through and ask who wants a reading again. But yeah, I'm not doing a new list until I get through the ones I have. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, Jacob. Just pull out a journal, get to work. Use this time. Everyone should be using this time for reflection. You know, we're still in the shadow of Mercury retrograde too. So like none of this is surprising. You're welcome. Love you. Okay, Valentina. Are you still here, Valentina? It is Valentina's turn. Valentina, Valentina. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, there she is. Yes. All right. Ooh, I love the first card that just popped out for you. I don't like take the cards that pop out until the person says like, I'm here. Interesting. You got some healings with her. We are on number 3. And right now, oh, yay, Amam's here. Yay. Oh, thank you, Amam. Yeah, I just didn't go live on Thursday because, you know, with everything going on, I just really felt like I needed to protect my own energy. I didn't want to open myself to a space where I was inviting like negativity about all the chaos that's going on until I felt prepared to like, you know, combat it. So, Valentina, no, it's all just general readings. And personally, I don't think like none of it has to do with a relationship. Like this isn't a love reading that you got here. So I'll just tell you what the cards are telling me. So first you got connect with your womb and make an altar. And then you got, I mean, you could tie this to your relationship, but I'll just tell you, because to me, it's just a general overall energy. But then you also got a consciousness of lack, dark thoughts, and loss. So very much what is happening here is you're afraid of, like, it's like you get something good going in your life and then you're afraid that you're going to lose it. It's almost like you don't feel like you deserve to be happy in a sense. So you're like, and the reason why is because you're just your divine feminine and masculine energy within you is unbalanced right now. So you really need to connect with your womb. And I mean, if you were really desperately wanting to orientate it to your relationship, this card tells me for you that you should be single right now. So take that however you want. I don't know what you got going on in your relationship, but the reason why is because you got loss, dark thoughts, and a consciousness of lack. Like, this deck that these cards came out of is not a largely shadowy deck. I mean, there's a balance of everything, but you got 3 very shadowy cards. With connect with your womb and make an altar. And so what I'm feeling is this, you're just not honoring, you're not loving yourself enough. And when you're not loving yourself enough, you're not ready to be in a relationship with anybody. It doesn't matter who it is or the circumstances. And that's why timing is such a big part in all relationships, because you could meet the right person, but if you're not ready for them or they're not ready for you, then it really just isn't meant to be. And they were just put there to be like a catalyst for you to help move to level up to the next phase of your spiritual growth. So what I really feel is that you need to quiet the mind and go within and really connect with like I just am feeling like buy yourself a vibrator, like it doesn't need to, like, you don't. Society has this magical way of making us all think that we're not fulfilled or we're not worthy or we're not all of these things unless we have somebody else to validate it for us. Yeah, so I'll tell you what I have now, and if you want to communicate with everyone who's in here and start making the new list, that would be fabulous. Sorry, I'll finish this up in one sec, Valentina. But right now I'm on Valentina number 3. And then Donatel, number 4. Number 5, Scorpio Girl, I believe it was. 6, Tony. 7, Kyla. 8, Alyssa. 9, Yonsei 111. 10, Diva. And 11, Pink Bailey. I hope you got all that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm going back and forth on my mind. I don't know if Valentina, you mean that between like men and women or just like one specific man in general. But so Am is one of my moderators and she's now here. So you guys can communicate with her about the list. Like Am knows how I like to do it. So she'll just go back up and see after Pink Bailey, who asked for a reading, and then just ask them or like make the list and then we'll just go through it as we get there. So anyways, back to Valentina. Yeah, you really need to be alone. There's a lot of deep healing that needs to happen here. Like I said, like you're living in this place of consciousness of lack, dark thoughts, and loss. It's just like, to me, this is just like you're just radiating fear. And that's going to project in every area of your life until you heal these things. And the way that you heal these things is by going within, taking time alone, and reconnecting to your yin energy of just allowing. Stop trying to force and make things happen and allow them to just happen to you. Okay? So I hope you found that helpful, Valentina. I know my readings are a little different than some, but if you're just popping in, my fabulous moderator, is working up the next list for me. Right now I'm on number 4 of this set. We actually had 11. So Donatel, just chime in, let me know you're here. So it's number 4, Donatel, number 5, Scorpio, 6, Tony, 7, Kyla, 8, Alyssa, 9, Yonsei 111, 10, Diva, and 11, Pink Bailey. So you're welcome, Valentina. You guys know I love doing this. I really just do want to help teach people that you can heal yourself. You don't need me. You don't need anyone else to do it. But you have to do the work. You have to heal yourself before you're ready to get those, the perfect love, the perfect job. Like those things all start to fall in line when you focus on loving yourself more. Crazy, right? Who'd have thunk it? So, okay, Donatel. We'll do one last call for Donatel. Thank you, Tatiana. Am is currently working on the list, so I'm sure she'll get down and respond to you in a minute with what's going on with that. Because the list I have right now is closed up. Because I do my list in chunks of 10. Because I just don't want people, waiting around and then I end up canceling, because I typically only go live for 2 hours at a time, mostly because I need a break. You expend a lot of energy to my assumption is that Am is currently like scrolled up in the chat so she can catch up. So don't be offended if she's not replying right now. She's a fabulous admin and very fair. Oh, Donata, it's Donata. Donata Farmer, are you still here? Last call for Donata. Okay, so Am is now making the new list. So she just said, if you want to be added, type number 5. Okay, so it'll be like a first come, first serve thing for that list. Donata, last call. Okay, gotta move on. Scorpio girl still here. Scorpio girl. Bella Rainbow, she Am, my fabulous moderator, asked that if you want to be on the list, just put a number 5. It's missing me. I'm number 10. Oh yeah, Diva, you're on my list. You're fine, don't worry. Okay, is Scorpio girl gone too? Last call for Scorpio girl. Hi, Sylvie. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Okay, I got across. Donata and Scorpio girl are no longer. So if they come back, they can be added to the bottom of the next list. But now it's Tony Roxanne. Tony Roxanne, are you still here? See, this is why I do it like this, guys, because like I get it. Everybody's got stuff going on, but it's not fair to the people that wait in here for their reading because, having to ask everyone's name 10 times to see if they're still here. Like it should just be like, I ask once and you're paying that much attention that you hear it, Like this is me sharing my time and energy with you guys, and I want you to be respectful of each other's time too. Like obviously everybody in here wants a reading, so let's do our best to be ready to chime in. Obviously, I know there's a delay sometimes, but doesn't seem to be much of one right now. So, let me go let this dog in. I'll be right back, kids. There we go. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your pee. Okay, so Tony, last call for Tony. What was Tony? Tony Roxanne, I think was, yeah, Tony Roxanne. Last call for Tony Roxanne. Okay, moving on. Kyla Eman or Iman? Is Kyla Iman still here? Kyla Iman. I hope everybody's pounding water. That's the safest way to rid off toxins is if you're constantly flushing the shit out of your body that doesn't belong there. You'll stay that much safer. Use your, oh, hey, Ray, welcome. use essential oils and, all your holistic treatments to just, be proactive about your health. Okay, so we're moving on from Tony. We're moving on from Kyla. Because we just can't keep. Okay, Alyssa. Alyssa should still be here. Alyssa or Elisa. Elisa Manzini. Okay, Alyssa, Elisa. I feel like she's still here, but I don't want to move on. Okay, last call for Elisa, Alyssa. Sometimes I am lenient, like if the person chimes in while if I skipped ahead and moved the next person, I'll be lenient then because then I'm like, maybe they did just have a delay. But if you don't come back to like 2 people later, you didn't have a delay. You were watching some other shit and then pop back in, which is fine. You're welcome to do that. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not guaranteeing you'll be read at that time. So, okay, I guess Elisa's gone too. I get it. It's Monday midday. People got other shit going on. But Yonsei 111, is Yonsei 111 still here? Yonsei 111. Yonsei 111. Yes, there she is. Yes, queen. That's what I'm talking about. Those prompt responses. That's what mama needs in life. Let's keep this shit going so we can read as many people as possible. Share the love and the wealth. Woo! These are some nice cards flying out. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so Yonsei, you got life energy, protection, discovery, status quo, and dark thoughts. So what I'm feeling from these cards is actually very similar to what we started off with no, not Vanita. I think it was, yeah, no, this is more like J. Kaw's reading, where you too, like this is very much the energy right now. So this is probably going to be a topic a lot of you are personally asking for. Like I could have just done probably a general collective reading and it would have resonated with everybody. But anyways, Yonsei, what I'm feeling from this is that you too very much should not have a boss. Like you're meant to be your own boss, but like your dark thoughts of like everything that could go wrong is what's like really holding you back from, having that $1 million idea. But the fairies are letting you know that you're safe and protected. Like you are meant to do this. This is your life's purpose, is to be brave and follow this path. Like this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, radiating light out like this beautiful fairy here. But you can't do that if you're just like, staying in this energy of being afraid of like, not rolling with the status quo. But like, look how that's like a light at the end of that tunnel. It's time to bust the fuck out and just really live your best self. And this is what you're going to discover. Is you're really going to discover your own power and strength to pave a new path for yourself. And you don't have to be doing what everybody else is doing to have abundance and to, feel safe and protected and have those comforts in life that we all enjoy, like, knowing where we're going to sleep at night and having food on our table. It is just such a big misconception that can only come from a traditional job of where you work for somebody and they give you a paycheck. And that's just not even true. Like that's what we're really like discovering as an entire giant planet right now and collective. I mean, at least like the people that I talk to in my collective is like, this is the time. God is not giving you any more excuses because you know what he did? He literally went and gave us, a sickness that is affecting everybody. So we'll start to pay attention. Like people are finally just starting to wake up and you're really seeing everyone's true colors through this time too. Like if you're somebody who's beating the shit out of someone for toilet paper, like that's a shadow trait you might want to look at, but we really need to know that we're safe and protected. So use this time Yonsei, to just really go within and make a plan for yourself of how you can create and like build a new and better life. And don't be afraid to dream big. Don't think that just because, you're starting off as an entrepreneur or, with a new idea that you can't become successful overnight with it, because stranger things have happened, okay? You can't be afraid to live your dreams. Kyla, you missed your reading. I said your name like 10 times and you weren't here. So that's the current list. So if you want to get on, you're going to have to get on again. So, I've been holding back on pursuing dance. Okay, Yonsei. I mean, that is just like such a gift and talent. And don't be afraid to give it a go. As a former professional dancer, I'm here to tell you there's so many ways to make money with that. You don't have to be in a ballet company, which honestly is probably one of but even if you're in a dance company, that's not where your money comes from. Your money comes from the endorsement deals that you can get from being with that company, or you can do commercials, or you can do obviously Broadway, or you can do movies or music videos. There's so many different avenues you can do with dance, or you can just even keep it local and start your own dance studio or a dance summer camp for kids. It's just using your tools in your mind to get creative and get the ball rolling. So Yonsei, that's what you're supposed to be doing during this downtime, is just really making a plan of attack of how you're not settling for anything less and you're really going to go for it. Okay. So now we are on to Diva Bomber, I believe. Diva Bomber. You're welcome, Yonsei. Get her done, man. I want to see you twerk. Unless you do ballet or contemporary, whatever you do, just do it well. We are very much entering a bohemian phase of society where we're going to be using our creative talents more to not just earn money, but also to be bartering with. And it's going to help us reconnect as humanity, to understand that we can't do it all alone. We do need each other. Everybody has a purpose and a gift, and we need to bring all of our purposes and gifts together to have the best planet we can have. Oh yeah, Diva Bomber, no questions. It's just general, because I think that when we ask a question, it's our ego trying to control the narrative. So yeah, I just do general readings, but Diva's here. So I like that card you got. Ooh, increase. Yes, bitch. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Diva. Ooh. All right. So you got, interesting. Lost and found, the vast universe, and increase. So I'm very much getting spiritual awakening vibes from these cards for you. Your life is going you're probably seeing a lot of synchronicities and things are starting to shake up in your life, and you're waking up to all the bullshit that's always been there, but now you're realizing that what, baby? Okay, well, you're gonna have to wait unless you want pretzels. So I can't make you anything right now. But yeah, so you're okay, then you could have some oranges, or you could wait. Those are your only choices right now. Mommy's in the middle of something. Okay, then you can wait, baby. So anyways, Diva, back to Diva. Enough of the babe in the background. But this is all leading, all these moments of feeling lost and confused and where do I belong in the universe? None of this makes sense. How am I supposed to move forward? It's very challenging to move forward as when you wake up to the fact that you're a spiritual being having a human experience instead of just a human just here to live and die. It all is about growth and love. And when you first start to realize that, it's scary and confusing as fuck because nothing makes sense to you. You're why is everybody like this? Well, here's the thing. You used to be like that too. We've all been there, because you can't get to where we are now without having been there and being just as confused, just as lost and whatever. But look what the universe gave you, the increase card, to just really show that this is the path you're on. And these are the little jewels and confirmations, you know, and gifts from the universe you'll be collecting along the way while you make your way to this sense of security and safeness. I definitely think like having some affirmations for yourself would be really good reminders. You know, just saying like, I am safe and protected. I am safe and protected. Or, you know, just putting something on your mirror, like however you want to feel that day. Like, hi, Empress, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Like, however you want to feel that day, write it on your mirror. Like, I am happy, or I am fulfilled. Just really, it's time for you to start your spiritual, not journey, because we've already been on that, but more of like the work, like the conscious spiritual work is where you're at. A lot of things change that made me look for, yeah, and that's typically how it happens, Diva, is like, you know, the universe shakes things up to get our attention, because we can get caught in this monotonous way of living, or, you know, just everything we're doing becomes very mundane, and then our soul starts to freak the fuck out, like, oh my God, what is happening? There's got to be more. There's got to be something better. Like, we can't just be here to live and die. And we're not. We're here to grow and expand our hearts and minds in love. So this is just what I, you know, in summary from the universe, it's just really letting you know you're on the right path. You're not crazy. Things are exactly as they should be right now, and just continue to ride the wave with it. I love that quote that says, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Sorry, I dropped a card. To take the first step, you know? You really don't. Just one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, which is very much the energy we're being forced into right now, because we don't know what's coming, you know? What's going to be shut down next? What's going to be locked up next? Where's the food, the water, the toilet paper? Everybody calm the fuck down with toilet paper. You act like you don't know how to use a washcloth and soap or something. Like, of all the things, I told my friend yesterday, like, of all the things that I would be buying up if I was going crazy right now, I'd be buying weed and wine. Because, you know, that's the vibe I'm trying to be in. If I'm just going to be on lockdown, I'm just hanging out with, you know, smoking a bowl and drinking some red wine. But, okay, Diva, I hope you found that helpful. We are now on Pink Bailey, who was the last of our first set. Excuse me, kids. Pink Bailey. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so maybe take like just like 3 more and then close the list again. So, okay, Pink Bailey, are you still here? Yeah, just 3 more before closing the list again, because it's already been almost an hour. So I just don't want to, you know, have some list that I'm like struggling to catch up with. So 3 more on that list. And okay, Pink Bailey. Pink Bailey, no, I do not take questions. It's nothing personal, guys. This is just my way of reading. I know it's different from a lot of people, but the way I like to read, you're welcome, Diva, is I like to just let the universe control the narrative. So when we want to ask a question, that's our ego. That's our conscious mind trying to say, like, you know, have an issue, anxiety, or whatever about a certain scenario, where like we don't know what we need as much as God, the universe, knows what we need. So we just let them do the talking. So, okay, this is Pink Bailey I'm reading now. Pink Bailey. Pink Bailey. That sounds kind of like a good drink. Sounds like something like an alcoholic beverage at Starbucks. I'll have a Pink Bailey. Something bougie. I'm thinking like Bailey's Irish Cream. Speaking of St. Patrick's Day coming up, yes. Who doesn't love a good reason to social distance and party home alone while wearing green? Okay, so cards for Pink Bailey. I just really felt like I needed to show. Yeah, it is tomorrow. We'll actually, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and we'll be on a ferry from Vancouver Island back to the mainland. It's been kind of nice to be on this island while this chaos is going on. But we got to go back to the mainland tomorrow, and then we start a 13-hour drive to Calgary, Canada. So for those of you who don't know, I travel the world full-time with my 3-year-old daughter, and we are currently in Canada for 5.5 months. And then after Canada, we have a week in Florida where we're doing Disney World. Should be back open by then. It's not till the end of May. And then after that week in Florida, we go to Ireland. I'm so excited. So yeah, I mean, I travel full time and I'm not freaking out about my life. So it's like, for those of you who have the security of like one home, like we all just need to calm down. So, okay, for Pink Bailey. Woo, Pink Bailey, you got true love. Ooh, interesting. Victim mentality, inspiration, and lost and found again. I think Diva had just had that card. So what I'm feeling with these for you is that you're preventing your true love from coming towards you because you're stuck in this victim mentality. Similar, I think someone else had a similar reading to this today, where you just can't see things going right for you. I'm like actually resonating for what like I'm getting ready to tell you. I'm like resonating with it for my situation. It's almost like when you've had so much hurt and disappointment, it becomes harder to believe and have faith and hope that like it could actually work out for you, to like stay positive. Especially in romantic relationships, there's some people, they get hurt one time and then they never want to do it again. They're like, nope, I'm good. That was enough. And me, I always tell everyone, love is my drug of choice. And, probably my greatest form of masochism in the past, it's like accepting love that is not on your level or that isn't going to grow with you. That's a masochistic trait to me. It's like, why would you want to be with somebody? Fucking this exam right. Yeah. Well, the cards never lie. That's why I tell people, like, the cards aren't wrong. And I'm just delivering the message the cards say. I'm not saying I'm not wrong, but the cards are never wrong. It's just you might not understand how it's correlated, or your, ego might be preventing it from making sense to you. Anyways, yeah, so it's like the way that you can get out of this energy is by finding inspiration in the kind of mundane things of life, which is ironic because that's what I tell a lot of people to get away from. But I feel like, Pink Bailey, because you're such a spiritual being and you're already very much on this path and, this healing sort of like, initiation into your spiritual growth, you don't focus enough on the mundane. It's almost like finding peace in washing dishes, It's like when you're washing the dishes, are you in your head thinking about everything you have going on? Are you paying attention to like, the round motion of your hand and the bubbles of the soap, It's just like going to help you stay more grounded and present to really focus on what you're doing and get out of your head. You're very much caught up in your head. Obviously, look at this guy. He's holding his head like he's got a damn headache. And then all the water's flooding out of the photo, just drowning him in his thoughts. So if you want to break... Water? Yeah, drowning water. If you want to break free from that mentality, you got to look for inspiration in the small things. So really just ground yourself. Okay? Pink Bailey, hope you found that helpful. We will be moving on now to this new list. Am, who's up? I haven't, let me see. I think it's Tatiana M. Tatiana M, are you here? Yes, she is here. Okay. You are up, Tatiana. Let's see what deck we should pull for Tatiana. Tatiana, I don't take questions. For those of you who are new here, I don't take questions. I only do general readings because I think when we ask a question, that is our ego trying to control the narrative. And I like to just let God, the universe, tell me what I need to know most. So, Tatiana, let's get some cards for you with what your current energy is. Because this is what I try to tell people too, is like, you don't have to ask a question to get a good tarot reading. Like, you don't. You just have to be open to it. and then you'll get exactly what you need. Might not always be what you wanted to hear, but it'll be what you needed to hear. And that's what the purpose is for. You know, if you wanted to hear something specific, you could just tell that to yourself. You already know. This is like, you know, channeling the 5D, like our higher self. So this is the stuff that isn't always as evident to us. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So Tatiana, I definitely feel like a lack of motivation from you, and like almost like you're losing hope, because very similar what I was just telling Pink Bailey is like when things have gone so wrong for a while, it becomes harder to believe that they're ever going to get better. This is for Tatiana M. I see there's two Tatianas, but yeah, Tatiana M. So I want to pull some self-care cards for you to really see what you can do to get out of this energy. Positive affirmations, meditate, rest, and connect with fire. So, you know, connecting with fire, that could even be lighting a candle. So this really is like to help heal this energy and reground yourself is you need to be creating a daily self-care practice where you're just taking a moment to quiet your mind so you have a chance to listen to what you're trying to tell yourself. But you're just keeping yourself is hard a little bit, huh? Yeah, it's absolutely hard. It's so hard to it can be I try not to say hard. It can be very challenging to, you know, get ourselves out of a negative mindset. You know, if we're just like in a funk, we all go through it. But that's why God, the universe, spirituality gives us so many tools, you know, to like really help us figure out how to do it. And it doesn't happen overnight, you know. You just make a list for yourself of 3 things maybe you could do every day to help, that are just for you, to like nurture your soul, nurture your mind, and nurture your body. So I try to always do at least one thing for each. So to nurture your soul, that could be the meditating. To nurture your mind, you know, positive affirmations, like I was telling somebody earlier, like writing things on your mirror. And then what you need to do to nurture your body is rest. Stop trying to, you know, push and push and push when you just can't get there with pushing. You have to really just relax, rest, and allow. So I hope you found that helpful. Tatiana Bonds, it's interesting you say that, because that's something I've been thinking about like doing and adding to these. So yeah, you're welcome to. The links to my CashApp, Venmo, whatever, PayPal, whichever one, I think they're all in the description. So yeah, Tatiana Bonds, if you wanted to do that, that's fabulous. Obviously, anybody who wants to contribute to this monetarily, I'm very grateful and appreciative for. But I really do these free ones just because it's fun for me, honestly. I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. And I really do. I want to help people too. Like I understand that I have a different way of reading, and maybe sometimes people have never heard that type of perspective before. So you're welcome, Tatiana M. I'm glad you found that helpful and hopeful. Just know that you can heal yourself from anything, you know, whether it's a mindset or a physical ailment. We all have those gifts and powers within us. So it's just really making the time to make it a priority. So, okay. Who is next, Am? I have to scroll up here. Oh, thank you, Tatiana M. I appreciate that. I like to think so. So I think it's Dream V now. Dream V. Oh, thanks, Am. Holla. Yeah, put the money links up there. But okay, so I mean, we'll wait and see. Like, if I'm not gonna, you know, Tatiana might have to figure some things out before she donates. So I'll go ahead and do Dream V now. Don't want to make thanks, Am, doing the Lord's work in there. Yes, that is a new thing. If you donate, you're able to skip the line. But let's say the donation has to be $10, honestly, because the reason why I want to make it something significant like that, which, isn't like crazy amount of money, but it's just because there are people, I do want to respect the fact that people have been waiting. So if you want to donate $10, you are able to skip the line. Right now it's Dream V's turn, and yeah, we'll just have to figure it out as we go. Because, I know I can't do super chat where you can donate that way because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. So right now it's just you have to go to my Venmo or my PayPal or Cash App. And I think all of them are set to alert me on my phone. So if I get an alert that you paid me, then you'll be next. But okay, yeah. Sorry. I mean, and it's nothing personal. I know everyone's financial situation is, what it is. And that's why, that's why I have it where, because this really is I have clients that, I read privately, and it's like $75 for 30 minutes, which is not cheap for a lot of people. So I try to keep my boundaries what they are, just so, especially with these lives, I want people to get the readings for free. And it does, it's about patience and stuff too. So Dream V, are you here? Last call for Dream V. Yeah, so the list is closed right now just until I get through everyone. I think Dream V is not here. Okay, no Dream V. Oh, Sylvie girl then. Okay, well, no wonder you're on top of Dream V shit because you knew you were next. I like that. So yeah, the list is closed for now just until I get through this list, and depending on how much time is left, then we may add a few more. But I don't ever know how long the readings will be. And I also try to never go over 2 hours too much because I need a rest to recharge my energy. Okay, so, oh yeah, absolutely, Tatiana. I get it, girl. These are funky times for us all to be in. So I'm not judging anybody. I don't take it personally. It's just, it all is what it is. But that's why it's nice to just hang out and get a free reading too. Okay, so Sylvie V, or Sylvie girl. I don't know why I said Sylvie V. Okay, these are Sylvie V. Let's see. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Ooh. We're getting some great messages from our fairies in particular, but just from nature in general, to really let us know that we are all safe and protected right now. But this very specifically is for Sylvie girl. You also got this moderation card, and funny enough, what I'm feeling with this moderation card is don't get too wild with not drugs. I mean, I don't know how that might apply to you, but I just keep hearing drugs. Don't get too crazy with drugs, or alcohol can even be a drug, or just anything in excess at all. I mean, even food can be a drug for some people, but just especially during this time when we're all going to be locked up and probably going stir crazy, and we tend to eat more when we're bored, or drink more, or smoke more. I don't do drugs or alcohol. Well, maybe you need to then, because I'm definitely feeling something about that with this. So, food. Okay, there you go. There's your drug. That's what I say, drugs. But food. That's what a lot of people don't understand, is that food can be a drug. Food can be, just as addictive. Anything that you're indulging too much in is a problem. Everything should always be in moderation. This doesn't mean don't, and this card actually very specifically talks about food, but I didn't really feel that for you, but whatever, however it resonates with you, that's how you take it. So moderation. But really what I'm feeling, the stargazing in the protection card, is you needing to go outside and truly lay a blanket in the grass, stare up at the stars, and kind of in a meditative sense, let your mind empty. like, I don't want to say wander, but it might wander some. Don't beat yourself up about it. But you really do. You need to like go outside and stare up at the big sky in the universe just to remember how safe and protected you really are. I did this the other day. We did a little hike over to like a lighthouse. And I was just like staring at the beauty and the vastness of this planet that we're on. And just doing things like that helps remind you how small and insignificant some problems really are, so it can just really get you out of your head. Sylvie girl, I don't know why, but I'm feeling pulled to pull. Wait for this. No. Wait. Oh, I don't know why, man, but my spirit guides really want me to pull a card for you from the Sexual Magic Tarot deck. So that's interesting because you say you don't do drugs or alcohol, but you're getting the sexy deck too. Oh, okay. So the wheel. You got the wheel in this Tarot of Sexual Magic. And this is very much about changes coming, big changes, I feel, for you, particularly connected to your sexuality. I feel like maybe there's like some exploring that needs to be done with your sexuality. And that doesn't even need to be in a physical sense. Because you got the stargazing card, I'm feeling that it is just like, like a reflective sense of who you are, who you want to be, what you're attracted to, what you might not be attracted to. And know that whatever you decide, whichever way you decide to swing, like, look at, this is even a rainbow, like supporting our, the good LGBTQI community. I identify as pansexual. I am attracted to souls, not genders. So what that means is like, I don't care if you got a dick or a pussy, I'll still figure out how to get off, It doesn't matter to me. And I don't, like, I've dated plenty of women, I've dated plenty of men, and there isn't one that's better than the other. It's really just about whoever speaks to my soul. That's all I'm interested in. I want soul sex, and the rest of the stuff is just a nice bonus. But yeah, so I just really feel that there's a lot of self kind of reflection and contemplation that needs to be happening. Like, stop eating your feelings and really look at them so you can deal with them. But these changes are coming. They're already here, actually. This is already happening, and the energy is going to support you in this exploration, however you choose to do that. So hope that resonated with you, Sylvie girl. That's a more unique reading of the ones that I get. But can you please tell DC initial comment me yesterday? I'm not answering the question only because like I've asked, like I say no questions, and so I've done it sometimes in the past, and then I feel guilty and bad when I don't do it for other people, because like the truth is I do know the answer to that, but like I can't, like I only reserve questions for like paying customers, I guess, how to say it. It's like, it's this, I have to have my boundaries with the energy that I'm expending doing these readings. And it's nothing personal against you. It's just that if I do it for you, then I have to do for everybody. And then it just really gets off track of what I'm trying to achieve with this. So, all right. Love you, Sylvie girl. Hope you found that helpful. Okay. So who's next? Am. What do we got? Ray, hello. Okay, Ray's here. Yes, this is what I like to see. This is the efficiency that I look for. Am on top of it. Ray right there with the hello, I'm here, ready to go, lined up and waiting. That's what Mama likes. Because you know why? That's kind and thoughtful of everybody else who is also waiting. So we want to appreciate and respect everybody's time here. Not just mine, but most importantly, each other's. Because, to me, honestly, it doesn't matter so much. When I go live, I tell myself, okay, I'm going live 2 hours no matter what. So I've already committed to you guys. But I need you guys to commit to each other and just like try to be as thoughtful of everyone's time. So interesting for Ray. Da, 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 da. Hello, Liza. Welcome. Okay. Ray, I'm real curious to see about, I don't want to show you the first card until I know where it's going, because it's interesting. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I have really everyone's only been getting 3 cards in the last few readings, but Ray here, you got 5 cards that came out. So, Ray, you got health checkup, come together, lost and found. This is a very popular one today. Manifestation and inner child. Those are your beautiful cards. So, let's see what we got going on here. I feel like there's some, like the health checkup, what I'm really feeling is that it's your heart chakra that needs some healing from some issues from your childhood. Right now. Yeah, this is actually very much some mommy issues is what I'm hearing. And this is the thing. A lot of times people hear mommy, daddy issues. They think only girls get daddy issues or only boys get mommy issues. But it's like we all, even no matter if you feel like you had the greatest parents in the world, we all still have mommy issues. We all still have daddy issues because this is the thing. The issues that we hold in our soul aren't always just from this lifetime. I know that's an abstract idea for a lot of people to believe in multiple lifetimes, but I'm very much a believer. And so sometimes we can carry pains and traumas from past lives that like our parents like help us heal. But there's Ray, there's definitely some heart chakra that needs healing here. And I think like you need to know that you are supported along this path and this journey. You're going to get through this. But what you need to do is get clear about what it is that you want. And, because I feel that this is like some mommy issues things, it's like thinking about like what ideal relationship could you have with your mother, whatever your current circumstances are. Even if your mom was like dead or alive or you never met her because you were adopted, whatever the issue. Always been really close to my mom. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is like that doesn't mean you're free from issues. So, for example, I was always very extremely close with my mom. My mom died when I was 18, and it took me about 9 years to even begin to mourn the loss of her because I just like would push it under the rug. Well, when I finally started to digging into the grief about it, there were some things where I was like, oh shit, like that did fuck me up a little, or oh, that wasn't cool. It's not something that you're going to think of right now. Like you really have to journal about it. Like I just said, like just because you're close with your parents or you think they're the best parents in the world, it doesn't mean that you didn't have some unfinished business or healing that needs to be done there. But I just maybe codependency issues with him. Yeah, there you go, Am throwing it in for the win. Because that's the thing is like there's all sorts of issues that you might not even think are a problem now. But because you got the health checkup card, and I'm very much I didn't even notice the green until now, but that's very much the color of like the heart chakra. There's something from your inner child with your mother. Like I'm just very much feeling a maternal energy here that needs to be healed. And like Am suggested, it could be codependency, but I think it's more specific. I don't think it's as broad as that. She's still alive. I've only been worried about romantic love. Ray, here's the thing. I'm clearly like you're on a mission to get like, one thing out of me. But this is what God and the universe is trying to tell you is you have to heal this thing before you will be able to release that worry of the romantic love. You don't have to believe me that there's some mommy issues there. It makes no difference to me or not. But if you're not willing to open yourself to look at it, then you're not going to be able to move past it. So Alyssa, it happens sometimes, that's when you're really where you're meant to be. And that's why I tell people, even if you don't get on the list, like there might be something for you from someone else. Like we all deal with the same shit. So yeah, Ray, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you because like, no offense, you're just I'll tell you, it was probably about my pressure. I've been stressed. Ray, it can whatever you want it to be for you, because I almost feel like you're not hearing me at this point. So it's like I mean it can be whatever you want, but when like I'm offering my time with my gift to like channel the message from spirit, and the message that spirit is telling me for you is that there is some inner or like, childhood trauma that needs to be healed in your heart chakra related to your parents. So you can take that however you choose to. And that just, it is what it is. I mean, I love you to death, but it's like, obviously we're going to have to agree to disagree here, because I'm telling you what Spirit's saying the issue is, and then you're wanting to make it into something it's not. But that's, I mean, honestly, whatever you get from it. And that's fine, right? That's fine. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. That's what I just said. We'll just agree to disagree. So, and maybe that's the lesson. Maybe the lesson is to stop asking tarot readers for advice you don't need them. I don't know. I mean, it's like I do this professionally all the time, and the cards are never wrong. So it's like, take it how you want. But all right, who was after Ray? Ray, after Ray, SC. Oh, SC's here. Perfect. Yay. That's what I like, kids. Let's stay on top of it. Okay, SC. That's the problem with tarot, is that oftentimes, like, a lot of people aren't ready, and this is nothing against Ray or anyone in particular. This is just something that I do come across, not as frequently anymore, because I've gotten a lot more protective of who I even read for. If I can sense that somebody isn't open to what I'm trying to tell them, I'm not going to waste my time, So, but yeah, the problem with reading tarot is, like, people aren't always ready to hear the message that Spirit has for them, and that's fine. But the majority of the people that I know are led to my delivery is because you clearly need to hear it in like a blunt perspective or way, because that's just who I am. That's my personality. And I don't think that blunt and rude are the same thing, because like it's the intention behind it. And the intention behind my blunt delivery is to just really grab your attention and wake you up to what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for you. I'm not going to say something that doesn't align with my truth and how I'm feeling. So it's just, it all is what it is. And I don't expect people to like it. You don't have to like me. It makes no difference to me, honestly. I love everybody, but people don't like me all the time, and that's just fine. So, all right. So SC, you got create art. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by the chat here. I'll have to go back and catch up later. But anyways, SC. So create art, journal, and meditate. Now, you're the first person that I've read today where I only pulled, like, I just feel led to pull cards just from the self-care deck. And these are all very much about, self-care and just really grounding yourself, especially with all the chaos going on around the world right now. But I think the one that's like meditate, like what I'm getting from this, meditate, I don't think you need to meditate in the traditional sense, because that's just not for everybody. But what really benefit you is like creating art and journaling. Because when we're doing things like creating art and journaling, they're coming from our heart. Not as much as our mind trying to control them. And that's why traditional meditation is a very much a learned skill. But you can meditate. You can connect with Spirit and meditate in a variety of ways. And two of them are creating art and journaling. And I just really think, let me pull one more card out of the fairy deck for this for you. But creating the art and journaling is going to help you release the toxic thoughts and mindset that you're keeping yourself in right now, because it's holding you back. So that's why Spirit's letting you know exactly what you can do to move past it. So creating some art and journaling. Yeah, and then you got inspiration. It says, be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So it's not surprising that you would get the inspiration card with the create art and journaling, because you might not be feeling inspired to go and do these things. But don't worry, Spirit, the universe, your guides are going to assist you to help you do this, because this is something it's time to let go of. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm just really drawn to kind of the chaos on what this card is, of what she's drawing. Like, when you're creating art, don't think it has to look or be a certain way. I mean, even if you're not an artist, just drawing whatever you're feeling. You know, focus on drawing a feeling instead of a specific picture. One of my favorite exercises, I might have taken it off here, but I did a drawing one time where I just drew myself what I look like in my mind. And I didn't know what that was going to look like when I put it on paper, but it ended up being like this giant butterfly with angel wings and a giant third eye open. And, you know, so it's just like, it really helps to just sometimes like ask yourself, what am I feeling? Now let's translate that to paper. And you could do it either through writing or creating art, but I definitely feel like creating art, specifically drawing for you. So SC, hope you found that guidance a little helpful to get you to the next stages of wherever you may be heading in life. Because kids, let's remember that these readings are about learning how to unblock ourselves usually. Like I always try to focus on the healing. That's why I don't take questions, because people want to know like, oh, whom am I going to marry, or am I going to be with this person? It's like, even if you had all the answers to those questions, you're not going to get there if you don't do the shit that God tells you to achieve it. So I feel like we're having like a little bit of scolding today. But that's also not surprising, because like we are just in general, not you guys, not me in particular, like no one person is responsible for any of this. God, the universe in general, is just sick of our shit. And that's why all this is happening right now. So whose turn is it now? Maria. Maria. You're welcome, SC. Maria. Is Maria still here? What's happening with people? Let me see here. Dream V, I'm so sorry you lost connection, but unfortunately, when you lose connection or whatever, like if you're not in here at your time, you can be put at the bottom of this list, but the list is technically closed. So since you were already here and then you came back, I'll let you be at the bottom of the list. But I can't like just do you now, because you were supposed to be like 3 or 4 people ago. So that's just not fair to everybody who thought their time was getting closer. But the list is closed, so it's not like you're at the end of some giant drastic list. But who's after Maria? Vibes with Miriam. Is Vibes with Miriam still here? Vibes with Miriam. Do, do, do. Vibes with Miriam. Do, do. Oh, yay. Yes. Okay. Now we can get going. Sorry about having to deal with the logistics and the office work of it all. Vibes with Miriam. I like that name. Sounds like a song. Dream V, you can be on the bottom of the current list. So whenever Am posts that again, you can see how many more in front of you. But yeah, don't always do that, because it's just, especially like if you would have just been the one right before, then that would have been fine. But you were like 3 before the one I just did. So I went and checked myself and looked, and so I can't just pop you in right now. So gotta get back in line. But I will let you even be in line, because you were here before. Where other people, we've already told other people the list is closed. So I hope that's a sufficient consolation prize. Because I get it. Like sometimes my internet's real shoddy, and when that happens, then I'm like more flexible. But I'm from what I can see and have realized, I have really good internet right now. So I know it's not like a me thing. Okay. Vibes with Miriam. Okay, no more of this. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, and that fairy flew the fuck out of there. Okay, so Vibes with Miriam, you got your higher self, letting go, and magical blessings. Oh my God. Vibes with Miriam, I am loving the vibes of these cards. So your higher self is telling you it's time to let this shit go. You see how she's like pulling these dogs and they don't want to go? This is you being the bringing the drama and the trauma of your past, You can't do it. You're not going to get through this magical door where all these magical blessings are waiting for you if you can't let go of these things. I'm going to pull a self-care card for you just because these are really good with like helping you figure out how to like embark on that path. Because what works for one person isn't what works for everybody. You know, some people enjoy singing, some people enjoy cooking, but interesting. Create art. That's very much what we just had with SC. So yeah, like a lot of times people are like, well, how does that connect to that? But when you write down the emotions, like, because you might not even know what it is that the universe is telling you, let that shit go. The odds are you probably do, though, because if it's this significant that your higher self popped the fuck out to mention it, like, hey, bitch, it's time, then that means you know what it is and you're just struggling with it. So what you can do is create some art. And like I said before, when you're creating art, focus on the feeling. And art, honestly, it could be dance, it could be painting, it could be drawing. Like creating art can be, you know, sculpting, a million different things. But what it is it's the feeling that you're releasing. Like say, personally, I've been raped 3 times. I've healed the traumas of those. But you know, I'm just going to use that as an example because it's a very clear one to use. So say I was still very much in that energy, that victim mentality that trust me, I don't blame myself for my rapes. Obviously it takes 2 to rape, but you know, I was very much in this mindset where I always expected the worst thing to happen. And sometimes the worst thing that could happen was my body being violated. So a way to release that, like, you know, feeling of like, oh, this is going to be bad is like draw out the bad feeling that you feel is going to happen, or draw out the pain from the rape. Whether I'm using rape as my example. I don't know what your specific thing is, but you know, like be angry about it, like write words, like, you know, if I'm just saying, if I was doing this, what the cards just told you for my, you know, past issue, I would be like, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I'd probably draw a knife cutting a dick off because, you know, those are just like emotions that I was feeling at the time that I needed to let go of so I could move past it. So whatever your issue is that is holding you back from receiving all these magical blessings, channel it into art so you can release it, forgive it, and let it go. You don't have to take that with you into the future. There's no space for that where you're going. Only blessings. But you just got to really, it's time to let go. So vibes with Miriam. I hope you found that helpful. I'm really excited about the vibes from those cards though, like the energy from those cards. Like I know the reading got a little dark there with my poor choice of example maybe. But it's just, you know, letting you know, like you can have everything you want, but you can't take that shit with you. You have to release the old so you can make space for the new. You're welcome, vibes with Miriam. I love, like, I obviously I don't need the validation from you guys because I'm so confident in my ability, but it means the world to me when you do validate and let me know like, oh, that resonated with me, or I totally needed that. Like, thank you. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. So vibes with Miriam. Next. Okay. Kyla Iman, our good buddy who was here and then dipped out, but she back. Kyla, are you still here? Hopefully she's here now. That's happened before too, where like I let somebody back on the list and then they're not there when they come up again. And I'm like, fuck, this is why I can't do that. Because it's like, it might not seem like a big deal at a time, but it's like those habits, if every single person popped in and out, it would take twice as long. And then that's less time that I have to read people. So that's why I just want us all to be respectful of people's times. But Kyla Eman, last call for Kyla Eman. Kyla. Thank you, Eman. That's such a sweet way to do it. Okay, so I guess Kyla's not here. So if by some chance we get down to the last one and it hasn't been 2 hours, then I might take a couple of more. But as of right now, the list is closed because I only go for 2 hours and there's only 30 minutes left. And I never know how long each reading will take. So for now, the list is closed. but I may do a couple of bonus ones if I'm on Benita Bala now. Oh, shoot. Is Benita here? Gonna be last call for Benita. I mean, I do get that everyone's internet speed and things are different, but it's like when the majority of the people are chiming in right after I say something, then I know it's obviously working on my end. So, okay, we're moving on past Benita Bala then. Asia TV. Is Asia TV still here? Asia TV. Emma, I'm so grateful you're here today because obviously it's not my regularly scheduled programming. So I didn't know if anyone would be able to show up. Asia TV. Is Asia TV here? Yeah, it doesn't. Empress Daisy. Is Empress Daisy here? But this is what I'm saying, you know, maybe we'll get a few more people on the list since people popped out. And that's fine. Like, I don't judge or get mad when people pop out. I get it. We all got shit to do. I mean, you see, my kid needs things at times and she comes up here and, but let's keep this going. Empress Daisy. Last call for Empress Daisy. Empress Daisy. Good. Missa. Is Missa here? Oh, I have not been doing my workouts. But I haven't felt like I should be, honestly. Like, I really have felt like I'm supposed to just be relaxing, almost like on vacay. So that's what I've been doing. Just going with the flow. Missa. I mean, 7 people here notice answering. I know, right? Like, that's what I never get is like, it'll say that there's people here, but sometimes people will be in here that are just observing and don't want a reading because maybe they're just feeling it out. So, who was after Missa? Gabriel Valverde. Dream V, you'll be next if Gabriel Valverde isn't here. And look how quick that worked out for you. Just really zooming right up. Oh, Missa's here. Okay. All right. Missa. All right, that's why I give a little bit of lag time. So let's get Gabriel Okay, Valder. Okay, so you're on deck, Gabriel. I'm gonna do Missa because she chimed in. So Missa, but don't go too far, Gabriel. You're right next. So Missa, I don't take questions. It is just general reading because I feel like when we ask a question, that's our ego trying to control the narrative. And I work in a very healing fashion where I try to teach people how to heal themselves so they can achieve the things they want. So let's just see what Spirit wants to let you know today. Missa. What do we got for Missa? Guys, I know I'm weird. I know I have weird techniques, weird whatever. It's like, I'm just me. I'm not trying to be anybody else. So it took me a long while to go, probably not as long as some because I am a pretty brave bitch, but it did take me a little while to get comfortable with the fact like, holy shit, I'm going to read tarot on YouTube. People are really going to see what I'm like then. Because this is like when I'm the most authentic because it's just, I'm so passionate about it. I can't help it. But okay, so Missa, you got transformation. Yes. Who doesn't want to see that card, you know, because it always means like leveling up. Increase. Yes. And teacher. Ooh, Missa. Yes, you are a spiritual teacher for sure. Your job right now is to help guide others. And I think this is what we started with today with Vanita, I believe. But yeah, you're supposed to be helping to really guide others through the chaos right now. I mean, obviously, you know, you'd rather be focused on, what was it you asked? Oh, you took it away. But whatever your question was, you know, but it's like, God doesn't want you to be worrying about anything else besides, did I miss my turn? I am Shay Camille. Sorry, I don't even know if you were ever on there. And yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, were you on there? I don't know. You can put you can add I am Shay Camille because we're gonna have a little extra time. So okay, sorry, Missa. Yeah, transformation, teacher, and increase. So you're not supposed to be worrying about a love life situation, Missa. You're very much supposed to be focused on your spiritual journey and path and where that is leading you. And then once you get that shit together, that's when the love relationship and the love you desire and all of that will come into place. Because right now, yeah. Right now, you're very much distracted. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like you came here for a purpose, and God, the universe, is trying to transform you into this spiritual leader. I'll pull a self-care card for you to see how we could help you get into that. But basically, what you need to be doing is growing your spiritual gifts and not dating anybody. Like you need very much to be in hermit mode right now till you can figure your own shit out. Sing and be still. Well, there you go. You could just lie in bed and sing yourself a song. I mean, obviously, they don't have to be taken so literal. A lot of times when the sing card comes up, I feel like music is a very healing option because to finish this transformation, there's more healing work that needs to be done. And so that's why you got be still and sing because sing is, music in general, it's just frequencies and vibrations and things. And those will help elevate your consciousness, that will help grow your spiritual gifts. And then also being still. And ironically, the answer to your question, what should I do, is like what I said, nothing. You need to just be in hermit mode and just allow your mind, your body, and your soul to process everything that's happening around you. Become an observer of your situation instead of trying to actively affect it, be still. That's the biggest message for you, is don't do anything. Just sit back and relax, release ties, do some moon ceremonies, just really focusing on going within. So I hope you found that helpful. Because that's a great message. Like Missa, you have a spiritual gift that you're meant to be sharing with everybody. Oh, I see what you were probably wanting to know, what that actual spiritual gift is. When you do the being still and the resting and all the self-care you're supposed to be doing, when you're focusing on healing yourself, that's when the spiritual gift will show itself to you. But it's not going to show it to you until you're ready to handle it. Yeah, so... Oh, you'll be last. Or wherever. I mean, you can put yourself on now, but nobody else is getting on their last. Because I need you here till the end anyway, so I'll hold you hostage. So, okay, Missa. Now, it's our good buddy, Gabriel Valverde. Gabriel Valverde. Interesting, Gabriel. I don't think I've picked this card up this deck up in a few readings. For those of you that don't know, I always just pick up the card that I feel like that most intuitively matches. You're welcome, Missa. Wow, interesting. Gabriel Valverde. Okay. Interesting. So you got Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait, Reclaim Your Power. What is that? Panther Spirit. Ooh. Stag Spirit, Take the Lead. And Elephant Spirit, Learn from the Past. So I'm going to switch these around because the way that I'm feeling the story is a bit in a different order. Okay. So I just want them to reflect that as I talk about it here. So very much like all the lessons, trials, tribulations, everything you've already experienced in life has been leading you here to this, where you're supposed to become a leader, not just for your family, but I do very much feel the family energy here. There's always, I have this theory, that there's always one person in each family line or lineage that is meant to kind of level up for the entire family. So there's like deeper healing work that has to be done, because you're not just doing work for you, you're doing work for your family and for your children and, you know, everyone who's going to come in contact with you. And then once you're like in the middle of doing that work is when you need to start to sit back and just like watch and wait and let things unfold. You know, you go into hermit mode and you don't become the butterfly out of the cocoon overnight. Like you have to really, like, you know, you have to go through the transformation. And then even once you come out of the cocoon, your wings have to dry and then you can spread them and fly. And that's when it's time to reclaim your power. But right now it's very much about going within. There's very much like a lot of healing that needs to be done here. So you can learn from the past and take that knowledge forward with you, because you're the light in your family. You're the light in a lot of people's lives around you. They don't understand you. They don't get you. They don't get that you are the way you are, but that's because you're not like them. You are a little different. You know, I'm sure you've always felt that your whole life. And it's because you have this big, heavy responsibility on your shoulders, but you chose it. Remember that your soul chose to come here and experience this so you could level up, not just you, but for your family too. So Gabriel, what I'm feeling is just you need to get to work on loving yourself a little deeper, so then you can help teach those around you how to love themselves a little deeper. So what is happening here? Okay, I trust you. Things are all in order. We're being very kind today and letting people back on the list that were not in here when their name was called. But we don't always do that. So, but yeah, Gabriel, I hope you found that helpful, or at least mostly just comforting to know like you are on the right path. You're doing the right thing. It's just, it's a long journey. What is that? Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, where were you coming from there? Jeez. Okay, come on. Where'd you get them? Hey, okay, that's fine, but don't lose them. Jeez. Okay. Where were you? Were you in Poppy's room? Yeah. Did you clean up your mess? Sheesh, sorry guys. I thought somebody was knocking on the door, but my child just came around the whole other side of the house and she was knocking on the door. Too lazy to go around the other steps, I guess. Anyways, so welcome everyone. Yes, welcome. Hello. Happy to have you all. Okay, yeah, Dream V's go. So let me see. No. Okay. Sorry. Had to have a moment with my spirit guides. Because I always let them like tell me, show me which deck to pick up. So if you ever see me like kind of pause where I'm not, it's because I'm listening. I'm still here mentally, but I'm feeling. And sometimes we have to quiet the mind so we can hear what we're really trying to say. So, okay, this is for Dream V. Dream V. Dream V. Thanks, Am. I really do. Like, I have 2 other moderators too, and you guys are just Am, Pinky Lee, and oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on my 3rd one. She's my newest, but I'm very grateful for all of your work. Okay. Man, Dream V, these cards are really just shuffling their asses up for you. Okay. Dream V. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Fox spirit, think on your feet. White raven spirit, trust in the magic. And porcupine spirit, time for the beginner mind. Interesting. So Dream V, what I'm feeling with all of this fabulous, beautiful animal energy here for you is that you've already come a long way on your journey. And it almost like you almost feel like you should be graduating by now. But the thing is, there's more work to do. And so that's why we got like time for the beginner's mind, because it's really like getting back to basics. I mean, like take a minute and congratulate yourself for leveling up and doing the work that you did. But, you know, if you're alive and living, I say this all the time, there's more work to be done. So you can't ever get too comfortable. And the thing is like, because you haven't gotten like the big rewards for all of the work you're doing or have done, you're starting to like your faith is waning a little bit. You're like, is it worth like all of this emotional, like, you know, work is what it is. It's like, you're graduating, I took a break because I was sick. Yeah. Well, that happens sometimes, you know? And so like, I think what God wants you to know is with going back and maybe starting some of those things again is don't expect to be where you were when you first started. You know, it takes a little bit, like a bit of a rhythm or time to get back in that rhythm of things. I add new people to the list. No, I don't think so, Am, because because I only really want to go 15 more minutes. I'm sure I'll end up going over. So I think we'll just have to be done today. But I'm sorry, guys. It's just after going 2 hours, I typically need to eat something, drink some water. You know, I got a kid too I got to take care of. So I try not to do more than 2 hours at a time. But so yeah, the thing is you're overwhelming yourself with the big picture. Like with this card, I don't think that you're not seeing the big picture. I actually think you're seeing the big picture and like feeling overwhelmed from everything you need to do, because you're realizing like, oh shit, I kind of got to like start over. It's like, say you've worked out every day for a year, but then you can't go to the gym the next year. You don't still have that same muscle. You're not going to go back into the gym and be able to run 5 miles the first day after not, you know, even running any for the last year. So it's just like really allowing yourself to be a beginner at something again, be new at it, and not thinking, like not beating yourself up or getting too frustrated with yourself when you're not as far along or as advanced as you think you should be because of all the work you've already done. Oh, you're welcome, Malibu. Sorry, I do normally go live every Thursday night with these crazy Corona times we're in right now. Things have been a little less predictable because I travel full time with my child. So I'm just right now amidst the chaos, I'm just going live when I can. But that's why I subscribe and turn on notifications. So it is always best to like hop in here as quick as possible because I cut the list off. Like it gets filled. It's not me cutting it off. It's that there's only so many readings I can do in a certain amount of time. So, okay. Anyways, but yeah, Dream V, like you're a smart little fox here. You know, you're quick. You can think on your feet. Like you'll get it all back just as quickly as you lost it. But you just have to believe in yourself and your strength. You know, you've survived harder times, harsher circumstances, and more challenging attempts. So don't give up. Just keep moving forward, but allow yourself to begin again. So hope you found that helpful, Dream V. Oh, she's wrong deck. Okay. Oh, Shamya. I think that Shamya, are you still here? You're welcome, Dream V. Sorry, Stardoll. The list is actually closed for the day. Yes, okay, I am Shay. This one's for I am Shay too. Okay. The list is closed for the day. I only go live for 2 hours at a time because I need to rest. So I don't like to overextend myself. So it was Dream V. Okay, so now it's Shamya's. I'm glad it helped. I'm still here, Empress Daily. Okay, so Empress Daily, you're next after Shamya. Oh, Shamaya. Shamaya. Oh, that's a cool name. Shamaya. Now I see it. You just had you had your whole name going all together there. I couldn't really see it, but okay. So Shamaya. All right. I really do my best to try to say everyone's name perfectly, but they're not always pronounced phonetically. So Shamaya. Oh, yes. Oh, I just love this card. I think it's so beautiful. So, Shemaya, you got butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. And it is. Like, it's not just like the image on this card that I find so beautiful. It's just the idea, it's the belief and the hope and the magic of knowing that we can change. When when you're in middle school and people say like things like, "Oh, you changed." And it's like so dramatic. And you feel like that makes you look at yourself and think like, well, did I? And then you start to feel bad that you did. But here's the thing. We should always be changing. But nobody really tells us that when we're growing like that. I don't remember ever once being told or encouraged on my journey of emotional growth. There was no expectation of that. But these are some new times we're in where we're expected to grow. God's had enough. God's sick of our shit. Okay, we're done. He, gave us too much free will. We fucked lots of things up. So now he's got to really step in and create circumstances that we have no other choice but to change our shit and get out of our own way. So the other one you got, koi fish. There's always enough. Use your mind wisely. Bring a gentle touch. You got a lot that flew out here. Fine. And watch your words. So this is very interesting to me that you got bring a gentle touch, use your mind wisely, and watch your words. Because what all this says to me is this very much is about communicating. Now, Shemaya, I am getting ready to tell you something that I really don't want you to take too personally, but hear me when I say it, because this is something that I always had to work on too, and I mean I still am at times, is when you have a gift for the gab, Shemaya. Yes, I'm getting ready to call you out a little more. When you have a gift for the gab, sometimes like you're a very witty person, and so it's easy to get caught up in thinking that everybody needs to hear everything you have to say because everything you have to say is so great. Well, something I had to learn is that sometimes when we open our mouth, it's very selfish, and not everybody does need to hear everything you have to say. Even though I'm sure everything you have to say is great, but it's just like being more thoughtful of what you're saying and when you're saying it and to who you're saying it to. Like as an example, I have a friend who, has somebody she loves very much who's in the hospital and very sick right now. And all this coronavirus going on. So it's very stressful and easy to get caught up in that. You said hospital. I said hospital because I was talking about a story. I'll be there in a minute. I'm almost done. Okay. And so I'm mentioning this to say because I'm being very sensitive to her situation because I remember how I felt when I was in a similar circumstance. And sometimes hey, okay, you need to be patient. I'm almost done. I told you, if you want to eat now, you could have pretzels or oranges, but I can't make you something until I'm done. So what do you choose? You want to wait or you want some pretzels? She's done. So anyways, it's kind of just yes, that makes perfect sense. Recently I cussed out the guy I was dating. He thought it was okay to tell me how beautiful and fine someone. Oh! Yes, exactly. That is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Yes, no, he should not have done that. And in your mind, it's okay to cuss him out in your mind. It's okay to cuss him out on paper, but it's about grace and compassion and just knowing when, you know what, this isn't worth my energy. So, it's just stepping back and realizing even though you're really great at stringing words together, stop wasting your time and energy on some people and feeling they have to understand where I'm coming from. Who gives a fuck? If this is why I am the way I am, because I got to the point where I'm I don't care what any of you think about me. And I don't mean that in a sense where I don't care about you. It's more of because I love me so much, I love myself so much. I know who I am. I know my purpose. I know my intention. It doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. I definitely, I don't apologize all the time because I don't apologize when it's not needed. But I do if I fuck something up or I say something unkind or, if somebody's feeling dependent, it's all very subjective. But, it's just being able to recognize, He didn't even follow me, but followed the girl. So thank you for that because it makes perfect sense. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, you know what? Like, F that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, you're jealous of someone. Yeah, but exactly. Fuck those fuck boys, happy tears. You know, those aren't the types. Those are princes. Those are pages. You know, you're looking for a king of cups or, you know, a king of pentacles. You don't need some little basic bitch fuck boy up in your business anyways. Anytime something like that happens, that's like God saying this is a rejection, here's a redirection. So yeah, whatever, fuck him, you gotta be done with him. But yeah, so it's really just being mindful that like you're very much on this spiritual journey. You don't need to fear that you're not going to find somebody else. Like I very much, you know, that this is a koi too, and it says there's always enough. What I'm feeling for you is like there's plenty of fish in the sea. You know, like don't let somebody be so affecting to you, you know? So try gaslighting me and we need some motherfucking emperors. No kings. Yeah. No kings and emperors. Yeah, no, we're only taking the best from now on. So yeah, he was a boy. And you know, you want to act like a boy, you belong with a girl. You want to act like, a man, then you can get a woman. But you're not getting my woman ass unless you act like a man. I'm reminded I'm in the like early stages of like a blossoming sort of friendship relationship situation. But you know, my circumstances are pretty unique. So it's like I'm in the same place. I'm just really having to ride the waves of figuring out like, well, is this something that's worth my energy or, you know, what do I got going on here? So don't feel bad. You're good. You're going on the right path. Just, you know, bite that tongue a little, you know? So hope you found that helpful. Something to work on. We all have it. Okay, Empress Daisy. Yes, Empress Daisy, been waiting forever. Let's see what we got. Empress Daisy, I'm assuming you're still here, but I'm going to ask you to chime in and confirm for me. Empress Daisy. Empress Daisy. Empress Daisy. Last call for Empress Daisy. You're welcome, Shemaya. I think I said it right that time. I really wish, like, you know, okay, how do you read for so long? I know, right? Well, that's why. Okay, yeah. So Empress Daisy, I think that was her second time being on the list, but we just got to be done now. Yeah, that's why 2 hours is my max I can do. So I've got WGs here, so I'm going to do WG, and then I'm doing MM, and then I just got to call it a day. Because I feel like right now I feel very like drained and like I'm getting tired, and it's not, you know, it happens every time because it's like you're channeling. And so WG, I don't take questions. So it's only general readings, because I think when we ask a question, that's our ego trying to control the narrative instead of allowing God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, really let us know what we need to hear instead of what we want to hear. So if you'd like, okay, you know what, Happy Tears, I'll let you take, you can go after Am. You'll be last, Happy Tears. I'll let you in just because I like your energy, but okay. Put Happy Tears as the final one. You know, those are also the benefits of hanging out. So, you know, and being kind and active in the chat. I think that's nice when people are like, you know, communicating with each other in the chat and being friendly, because it's more of an equal exchange of energy instead of, you know, people who pop in and they're just trying to receive, and that's fine. You know, I don't have a problem giving. That's why I do this. But I just want to always make sure that we're being conscious of not just, you know, receiving or reading when we go on these live chats, but contributing to the collective as well, because we're all here together. So, okay, for WG, you got Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit, interesting. Crow Spirit, co-create with spirit. Woo! Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Man, your ancestors are just really calling to you right now is what I'm feeling, WG. Slow and steady wins the race, Turtle Spirit. Okay. So God, the universe, your spirit guides are very much working with you right now, WG, to start like a new, I don't know, yeah, project of sorts, something that could like really become a business. But don't feel like you have to have everything figured out. Like, don't put the carriage in front of the horse or the horse in front of the carriage, whatever that saying is. Why ancestors? Oh, that's just what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a very ancestral ancestral energy from these cards. Like, because there's spirit guides, there's God, there's angels, there's fairies, there's all sorts of different people that are up there helping us along our journey. And ancestors are one of them. And so typically it's the ancestors really step in when it's something that you need to heal for the family. I'm not feeling any specific energy from it, but it is just like, that's not what's important about this reading anyway. So what's important is the message. And the message is that don't be putting the horse in front of the carriage. So what I mean by that is if like you're trying to start a business or something, you're supposed to be like, don't think you have to have a fancy logo and an office or, just all of the like gear or the things that could help you later, like you start from where you are with what you have. Like, you don't have to have it all together to take the leap of faith into the endeavor. So it's really just saying, like, stop getting ahead of yourself. Like, God and like the ancestors and spirit guides, they're really helping you to figure out a way to share these gifts and talents with the universe, but you have to slow down and listen to them. But I feel like you're getting like real antsy. You just like, you want the end result. Like you're not as excited about the journey. So I think you just need to get a little more excited about the journey. But yeah, so I just looked at the bottom of the deck and it said Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. So yeah, that's very much just like you're getting ready to, hi baby, oh my goodness, a ballerina princess, wow. Ballerina. Did you take your pants off?
Ballerinas don't wear pants.
Oh, ballerinas don't wear pants. They wear tutus. You want to say hi real quick? No, you good? She don't want to say hi. She got on a little tutu. She looks so cute. So yeah, anyways, WG, I hope that helps give you a little guidance on your journey towards, you've got big things to do. So just quiet down, slow your mind. Oh my goodness, you have a flower there? So you can just really focus. Readings, let's closer today, subscribe and hit the bell. Yes. Everyone who did not receive a reading today, please just subscribe and turn on notifications. I normally do lives every Thursday, but because there's a lot of uncertainty in scheduling and different things going on, like I can't tell you when they're going to be. I'm very good at, I've grown to become very good at creating healthy boundaries. So if I don't feel like going live, I don't do it just because I said I was going to. That's why I'm so grateful that YouTube has a thing like notifications. Because if you're not available at the time, then it wasn't meant to be, So it's like, then maybe next time it'll be for you. So I don't want everyone to think they're going to miss out because we always get what we need. So, okay, now I'm going to do am and then happy tears. And I'm not allowed to socialize with anybody in our building. They're going to shut us down for quarantine. Nobody got it in here. It's just like bleaching everything. Ah, yeah. What, baby? Oh, happy tears, because that's somebody's name on here. You're welcome, WG. Okay, so, oh, sheesh. Now we're doing am. My moderator, my love. You remember about am? When we do our exercise and am comes in and says hi?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's silly. Yes, am is here. Will I do more? No. Today, I go live at least once a week. That's why. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, Autumn. 1 second. I'm almost done. Sheesh. I go live once a week, but I never go live for more than 2 hours for 2 reasons. One, because I just don't have like the physical capacity. Oh, it's 1:11 right now. I don't have the physical capacity or energy to do more than 2 hours in a row without taking a rest. And also because, especially sometimes if I do it during the day, I have this little lady here, so I don't always have the time. She's been pretty patient today, so I'm real proud of her. Maybe get her a popsicle when I'm done.
I want a popsicle.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go sit down and wait at the table.
I want
Thank you. If you're going to get a popsicle. You want to do business? I call it business because it is my business. Let me see. What deck could you use? I need to clean. Here, you could use this deck. I'll clear that one's energy anyways. So, okay. So this is for Am. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, next time for sure, just turn on notifications, Joanna. Sorry that couldn't get you in, but I'm already over the 2 hours and I got 2 more to do. Oh, you pulling a card? Believe in magic. That's a good one, baby. Do you believe in magic?
believe in magic for Am.
Believe in magic for Am. You pulled a card for Am, baby? That was so good. Okay.
Now let's see who's next.
Thank you. She will not be doing pageants, but yes, she's a beautiful child for sure. She actually, so if you don't, just real quick sidebar about me, for those of you that don't know, I used to be in LA an actress, writer, dancer, and so when I had her, I got her an agent since she was like maybe 3 months. And then when she was 9 months old, oh, moon energy. Thank you, baby. I told her agent that she was retiring because it's just not something I want to ever put on her. If she asks me, can I do this? Or I want to do this, I'll always support her. But I decided I'm not putting anything on her. You know, I'm going to wait for her to tell me what she wants to do. So you are pretty blessed to get a card from her because she's a magical little bitch. Precious time. You're right. Time is precious, baby. Let's get going with Am's reading. Okay, Am. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Yes. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, baby. Just a minute. Whale spirit. Trust the great mystery. So let me reorder these for what I'm feeling. So I'm definitely feeling that like this is the energy you're coming out of like life feeling like it's getting you down and you're not making any progress or moving forward. Hey, okay, listen, go sit down and do good waiting and I'll go get you the popsicle.
The other ones.
No, we're done because mommy's almost done. If you get down and go sit at the table, I'll get up and go get you a popsicle. You could have it now. You want one now?
Yes.
Okay, let's go then. Sorry, Emma. Be right back, kids. Oh, my little ballerina. Okay, come on. You did real good listening. But hey, when I go up to Poppy's room, there better not be too much garbage in there. We might have some problems. If she did a big mess. Okay. We're going to take the dogs for a walk here in a minute. Okay, sit over here. Okay. All right. Sorry, kids. Really just bought us 5-10 more minutes of silence. Okay. All right. So, yeah, wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. This is what I'm feeling you are coming out of. And you're coming into this lucky time where things are going to start to come together and you're really going to understand the purpose behind them, which is something all of us spiritual types love. It's just like, how can I connect the dots? And then, but still, there's going to be a lot of unknowns. Trust the great mystery. You know, this has been a common thing too and these are the times we're in right now there is so much uncertainty flying around, you know, not just for health reasons, but this is going to change the way that we operate as a society, just in general. Like, are we going to be going to work every day? Like, should we continue this social distancing? Like, this is a very big shift in the universe. So just continue to ride the wave about everything. But no, like, because of the progression of what I feel with these cards, like, you're on the right path. You're doing what you should be doing. Great progress, Am. Real proud of you. So hope that was, oh, sheesh. I keep mixing these up with this different deck. If you want, I'm going to pull one bonus one for you, Am, from the self-care deck. Just for funsies. Because that was like a very general reading, but also it's because there's not super much that. So happy tears. I don't even do specific love readings. Like that's not, I don't take questions. It's literally, if it comes up and it's about love, obviously I share that. But I literally, it's all up to the cards. No questions. It's just whatever they want to tell us. Because I think it's our ego trying to control the narrative when we ask a question instead of just hearing what we need. So, okay, Am, so you also got connect with the earth and flow like water. So this is what I was just saying, flowing like water. But to help you stay grounded, honestly, what this makes me think of, I know that's not garbage on here. It's actually little jewels and diamonds in the ground. But what I would do is like maybe think of a way that you could like give back. Like, is there a local park or like a roadside or like somewhere you could go pick up trash, like literally off the beach or something, just like, you know, to be of service. I just think that being of service would really ground you through this time, because it's another thing too, when you're busy focusing on somebody, helping somebody else, then you're not having to worry so much about like your own stuff. So it'll just help you get out of your head while you wait for things to develop a little more. So, all right, now we're on to happy tears. The last reading of the day. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you all for joining me here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I had a great time hanging out. And now we're going to read Happy Tears. And then I'm going to have to go clean up the house because, you know, leaving a toddler unattended for 2 hours can get real wild. So it is not without labors of love. You're not a toddler?
No.
What are you? Oh my goodness, you are a big girl. You're right. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I have a big girl, guys. I don't have a toddler anymore. She's a big girl. You're welcome, Am. Love you always. Oh, okay. Here we go. For happy tears, you got brown bear spirit. Take time out. Cat spirit, claim your independence. Ooh, I know you wanted to know about love, so I'm just, since it's leading there, this is definitely about love life. And antelope spirit, life is speeding up. So, happy tears. What I am feeling with this beautiful energy is that it is, right now is very much a time about like taking a break. I feel like you need to be single for at least a year. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's what needs to happen for you to get this life and love that you truly want and desire, you know? So it's going, like being single is ironically going to help, like for a year, is going to help speed up attracting your true love, like divine counterpart to you. The reason why is because there's a lot of healing that needs to be done before you're going to be ready and prepared for them. And it's very hard, if not impossible, to give yourself the proper energy and time and focus that you need when you're healing, while also starting a new relationship. You know, like the beginning of a relationship is very much like a honeymoon phase where everything is, I've been single for 13 years. My late boyfriend passed away 13 years ago. So I'm still single. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I'll say about that is that, well, first of all, I'm very sorry that you had to experience the trauma of that situation, but you also have not healed from that situation. And so being single without doing the healing work isn't going to get you there any quicker either. I mean, you say that, but the cards don't lie. And I personally do not feel that. And the reason why I'm comfortable saying that is because like my mom died maybe about 15 years ago now. And it took me 9 years to even begin to grieve her. So there were 9 years since she had passed where I hadn't even focused on grieving. I was literally just sweeping it under the rug. Anytime the emotions would come up, I would just like pretend like I'm fine and like want to move past them. So I think that what you would find if you did some journaling work you could really get into the other issues. And this is the thing, it doesn't have to be just about the person. I'm not saying you couldn't possibly be moved on from that person, but there's pain and traumas that you experienced in that relationship that you might be sort of glorifying. You know, it's like when somebody dies and we kind of put them on a pedestal because we don't want to be honest with ourselves about maybe the reality of the situation, because it's a lot more comforting to just sort of idolize them and think like, oh, they were perfect. They were the best one for me. They were the right one for me. Or that was the best mom ever. You know, it's like whatever your person is that you've like immortalized on this pedestal. Yes, baby. Okay. I'm almost done. 2 more minutes. Okay. I'll be right there. Did you finish your popsicle?
Yes.
That was real quick. Sheesh. So I do that, I write to God. Good. Keep doing it. You know, there's just more work that needs to be done. I don't want to say unfortunately, because to me, any opportunity for growth or expansion with our mind and hearts isn't an unfortunate circumstance. Autumn. Okay, no, you're done. Okay. Because I already, you know what you need to do? You need to go clean up the mess that you made upstairs. Okay. Because I'm going to.
mess up there.
Okay, well, I'm going in 1 minute to go check. So anyways, it's like here, I'll pull one of the self-care cards for you to see what specific maybe. Autumn, there's not a movie right now because you're not doing good listening. Okay, then go sit over there. Because you know when mommy's doing business and you're doing questions and stuff, that's not good listening. So, I mean, if you're happy the way you are, keep doing what you're doing. I'm just trying to give you some insight of how you could move things along a little quicker. But it's just, I just don't think you're seeing the whole picture of it, of like what the reality of maybe the pains and traumas of that were, or maybe, you know, it's just that relationship is what's holding you back because you compare everybody else to this person. So the cards from the self-care deck that came out for you are write a gratitude list, which I feel would be very beneficial for you. Just, you know, focusing on all of the great things that God's already brought into your life, and make an altar. But what I really feel like this is just more of like a safe space for you. Like it's like the intention of setting a space where you can go and release your feelings. Like, you know, lighting an altar or making an altar doesn't have to be some big pomp and circumstance. You can sit down, light a candle, and just with the intention of like, God, please clear the space and the energy of here so I can get to the root of what is blocking my heart from growing in love. You know, because clearly there's a blockage there. If it's been 13 years and that's the last relationship worth mentioning, you know, like it doesn't matter how they left your life. Like 13 years is a long time to not grow towards a new sort of being. And then look for fairies. And I like this light, refreshing energy with this because it really is just saying to me, like, maybe get outside and focus on things that will bring out your inner child. Sorry, hold on. It's just really like focusing on feeling young and youthful again, and you know, just remembering who you were before the pain happened to you. Okay, those were the ones I told you could do. But all right, happy tears, and everybody else who hung out and stayed, and special thanks. Oh, Am, you're talking to a fairy. I'm like a queen fairy up in here.
I like doing.
I'm so grateful for Am and for all of my admins, but just and also just all of you that come and give me the opportunity to help guide you along your journey. Okay, thank you, baby. Seriously, it really does mean the world to me. I do this just because it's fun for me, and I also hope that you get something out of it too. But I really do just want to help teach people that they can heal themselves, and you don't need me. You don't need cards. You don't need anything but your own voice, your own, you know, intuition guiding you on your path. But the beauty of spirituality is that it provides us with these tools like cards and crystals and Reiki.
Cards and crystals.
Yes, and all these things that can help us just really accelerate our journey by teaching us self-love and to focus on it. So thank you guys for being here. Love you all so much. If you're not already, please don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, turn on the notifications, because my lives are very unpredictable. And if you want to book a private reading, the links are below to my Etsy shop, or a lot of people just book directly through me with Venmo and things, but just whatever you're comfortable with. So love you all. Stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands, wipe your butt, you know, all that good stuff. And also stop freaking the fuck out about toilet paper. If you run out of toilet paper, use a washcloth and soap. You'll be fine. All right. Love you, kids. Bye. See you later. Bye.